Maybe you say we'll know where she is. Yes, father? Swords, please tell me you haven't had a skirmish with Sulia. She's far too soft. She wouldn't stand a chance. Let me judge that. Show me what you got. Really, you will fight it with a girl? Let's go. I don't really know how to. Since I can't play anymore, I just had to find something else. I just picked them up. Swing your sword. Don't let your opponent hit you and be quick. That's the basics. Am I holding it right? Ouch. Too slow. My turn. It's a turn-based fight. You're quite an arm out there, young lady. So tell me, what's going on with you two? Still holding grudges? She's locked herself up in her chamber. What a baby. You did leave feces on her bed. Don't pretend like it's the reason she won't come out. That what will happen to me one day too? Where's the defiant Cecilia god? I'm joking. It will have to happen at some stage though. I guess I didn't think of it before. This puts everything in a different perspective. I was angry at her for being so irritating, but now I'm angry at her that she's leaving me. I feel bad for her, but who will I vex now? She's too young, it's not the same. I'm sure you'll find a way to occupy your time. I guess we should end it here. I was just warming up. Do you think we could do this again one day? Sure. We'll find you when I have a while. I suppose that'll be never then. We hardly do anything anymore. I just tell you otherwise, trust me. Father, I'm sorry. What I did to Lusulia wasn't fair. Don't apologize to me. I know, I feel like it's best I give her some time. I'll make it right, though. You're gonna go with that sword practice and go kill him. How are you doing? So boring in here. So angry. How are the wedding preparations going? I'm preparing some handmade decorations. I hope Lusulia likes them. I'm sure she will. They're lovely, my darling. The wedding is soon, and there's so much to do. I think we're gonna have to roast duck and have that salad. I don't know yet about the cake. I need to speak with Lusulia about it. I'll let you work on that preparations if to do anything. I'll be in the throne room. She's so excited about this because it's not going to some brute. I was going to say, I'm a little off that throne there when I sat in it. I don't think there's anything else I can do. He's just chilling in here. Fabrics. I don't have the money for you to buy fabrics right now. It can go without. Still time until the wedding. We should check on the post chance. Hello, General. No sign of the East Post, Your Grace. There's nothing left behind. Your Grace, I think I know they are after me. Who are you talking about? Yesterday when I went to bed, someone was in my room. They moved the candles. They left them on the windowsill. I never leave my candles on the windowsill. Your Grace. Who the fuck are you? You see Sulia, darling. I think she's still locked up in her chamber. She's refusing to come out. I think it's best to give her some time. I don't know what to do, darling. The wedding is so close. I wanted to help her pick the flowers, but she won't talk to me. Suppose you're right, though. I'll have to go back to preparations. Your Grace, yet another village has been raided by those forces. Should we aid them in their time of need? This could have great effect on your people's contentment. We should now allow them to threaten our land. And in general, that's 2 weeks, and I don't have time to take out posts. Didn't let them destroy our villages. What do you have there, merchant? Your Grace, I have a mixture that can cure illness. Works most of the time. Cures almost anything. You will find anything better for 5 pieces of gold. No thanks. That's not such a fine product, but how do you know that if you won't need it soon? Well, I'll peddle it elsewhere. Gonna be able to get those posts, but I didn't want the village to struggle. This is gonna be bad. Big day in 3 weeks, so I got 2 weeks on that general. She doesn't really want to get involved with the wedding preparations, so everything's on my head. She'd be less upset if she understood that this is the best option we have. Do you think we should tell her about the promise? No. How do you think she would react? She'd hate us forever for even promising her she was even born. She could never find out about it. Alright. I'm gonna go tell... No, I'm not gonna tell her. She already hates us. Getting close to the wedding, we need to make sure those posts are not a threat to us. Grace, thanks for the new inn. We build our workers are happier and working hard. We can plow much faster, and we maintain the inn, but I wanted to bring you something extra for the help. We're contributing 1 gold every week to the kingdom. Very generous. Please visit us if you need any more help. Hey, I'm glad I could help. Your Grace, the tavern you helped me establish is up and running. It's doing so well, and it's not just a stop between long trips, it's more of a destination of its own now. As promised, I'll start sharing my profits. A whole 1 gold every week. It does. It does. Oh, I mean, of course, I'll take it. I'm not even going to sit here and argue with you right now. I probably could have squeezed so much more, because right as I clicked it, I was like, shit, I saw I was joking. What are you hiding there? You say I can't have a cat, so I got myself a different pet. Never said you can't have a cat, just not hers. It's a snail. I found him in the gardens. I call him Smudge. It's an unusual pet and an original name. It's all slimy and sticky. Kind of gross. It's the best replacement I've found so far. Maybe if Lucilia didn't have to leave, she could help me find something better. I don't think your tricks are gonna work. Lucilia has to leave. She will marry Ivo and she will have to stay with him and support him. So there's no way? No way. I think you would love it in the council chamber, Father. Can we go back there? You mean the snail? What was it? Smeary? It's Smudge! It's not that hard, Father. He smudges, that's why. Yes, Smudge. I'm afraid you won't be able to go to the chamber for a while, though. The king there is staying until the wedding ceremony. Besides, I did tell you not to play in there, didn't I? Whew, man, I'm making all the bad decisions. Anyway. Your Grace, I have a shower favor I asked you. Teeny tiny. What would happen if you happened to have a spare gold? I know it's rather unusual, but... Yeah. The R... Yeah, I don't know why I keep taking the R out. Ubuchu say? Get out of here. Don't waste my time. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. Let me guess, there's a monster in their bandits? No, not at all. Locals for sure. They're well armed. Our food supply and cattle were stolen. We would greatly appreciate your support. This is all I can afford. I don't have a general. I can give you 7 sacks of supplies. I hope this will compensate your losses. This should be more than enough. We're much obliged. Sulia. Sulia. R. Your Grace, I've been robbed. I was on my way down to Hagos when a bunch of thugs threatened my life and I didn't give them all the goods. Now I have nothing left and nowhere to go. Is there a chance I can count on your support? It could be the merchant, but it seems too obvious for it to be the first one, but, you tried to fool me? No, Your Grace, I'm telling the truth. It was the Revonian Barbers. You'll spend some time in your dungeons. We should let Lady Ada know we found your wrongdoer. It's probably not him, but... Other bands can get away with their crimes more easily. No blame will fall on the Novians and hope we don't look for them. Things will settle down after the wedding, I'm sure. Probably not. You tried to trick me. You think I don't know your dirty tricks? Lady Ada told me what you did. Oh, Lady Ada. I didn't realize you two knew each other, huh? Yeah. You fucked up. I don't have a general, that's the problem. I would have sent it to double check everything, but my general's out doing something else, and then when he gets back, I need him to go right for those guard posts things for before the wedding. Yes, I'm very worried about her. She hasn't eaten anything in the past few days. I hope she'll forgive us one day. She's probably dead because she's not fucking talking to us, or she ran away. Yeah, because I wasn't going to give him the gold after I was warned about a merchant, so I said, send him away. Saving my supplies for now. I mean, buy the fabrics, but again, I feel like it's a waste of freaking resources. This whole wedding she does not want. The final week before the big night. It's our last chance to deal with those posts. Oh yes, the queen wanted to see you, Your Grace. Right there. Oh no, me. My queen. Not her. Your Grace, they attacked them, but the squad didn't stand a chance. I would like to think there will be a while before they decide to attack one of our villages again. Go to the north. I'm gonna send him out. Your Grace, you called for me? I found your thief. I put a man in the dungeons where he belongs. Your Grace, if I may, can I take him with me? Of course, do whatever you may desire with him. I'll show him where his place is, and of course you can count on my help during your upcoming battle. I don't have much to offer, but it's better than nothing. I'm glad we became allies. It's good to have you on our side. Well, that helps. 60 extra men. You know if you need anything. Your Grace, I'm starting to think that perhaps you are involved. What I'm saying, why would I say this? Why would you tell someone you know that they know? I better leave. I can leave, right? Father, so you finally came out. Can you please come and meet me at the walls when you get a chance? I want to talk to you. Of course, I'll see you there. Your Grace, I came to ask for your help. My father is very sick with a fever. Help him. He's pale and as a ghost. He shakes and sweats all the time. We've tried treating the fever with cold water. There's some butter, onion, garlic. We've given him a concoction of wormwood and mint. Gads, we tried letting the bad blood with leeches. I'm afraid this last night. If we had a court witch available, she could handle these diseases. That's true. You should put a word out that we're looking for one. As for your father, it should be enough for you to buy medicine or pay for a healer. You can heal her. He's expensive, but it will be enough. I'll help out for now. The best I can do. I'll help since I said no to the guy trying to sell me a fucking tonic that probably wouldn't have worked out well. I'll come back. I gotta go to the castle wall and see my daughter. She's gonna be like, bye, Dad, I'm jumping off. Oh, it's you. You wanted to see me? Sorry I shouted at you, father. I didn't mean to when I called you stupid. I just wish things were different. I just wish I'd spent past couple days being with you, not angry at you. I know, darling, I know. You'll be fine. I love you too. I love you more than anything in this world. You hate it when I call you that, but you're still my Luli. It's alright, Papa. I missed you calling me Luli. Your mother has prepared one hell of a wedding. Yes, I better get ready before she finds me. I'll see you at the party. I've also spent a shit ton on your fucking party. You better goddamn be grateful. Yes, I have one question I must ask your Grace. Yes. May Smudge come to the wedding too? Well, I guess. But can you keep him very close to you? I always keep him close, your Grace. Fine, he can come. Don't forget to say goodbye to Lord Sulia. She was leaving right after the wedding. Yes, Father? We are almost ready for the wedding. Yes, for you it will, not for Lursulia. I still can't believe she's leaving. Hopefully she can learn to be friends with this prince. I don't think she wants to. I know. I wish we had more time to find a prince, but this is the way it has to be. Stay safe. I'd like to know about your son before you know the marriage. What is there to say? He's royal blood and I pay enough for his masters to ensure that he's at least half as smart as I am. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm trying to focus here. We're almost ready for the wedding. We've booked a florist. I brought throne decorations. We have a live band. There was no need. I just want to be over and done with. Who cares about some stupid decoration? It's vows that are important. I hate weddings. People forget that they're really about. Well, it's going to be quite the party either way. I'll see you there. Yes, very well. I think you're sick. None of your business. Okay, fine. Did you find anything yet? Are those books of any use? Healing fever, how to prevent dysentery, something about malaria. All of these are useless. I'll be in the throne room if you need me. Read as much as you like. Leave me the hell alone. Darling. Everything is ready, apart from one last thing. Choose a dress if you like. I'll let you do the honors. The middle ground gown. Nothing special, but for 25 pieces of gold, we can't expect too much. Oh god, I don't have 25 pieces of gold. How much is this? This is expensive. Don't worry about the cost. The bank said they will help us fund this dress, so it's almost free. How will that work? I don't know, they will spread the costs or something. Don't worry about it. It won't cost us anything until the wedding is over. 50 gold loan? Oh god. This obviously is not an option. I found it in the chest of my old clothes. It even smells. It won't cost a coin, but I think so. The puffy one. She really wants me to get the... She wants me to get that one so bad, but I don't... I'm not going to take a 50 gold loan out for it. Can't even afford this one. I'm 1 gold short. Oh, God. Be cheap to my daughter, be nice to my daughter, but then have no money for anything. Oh boy. Take a loan, pay for this dress, but it won't have to pay until after the wedding. This is still not good. God damn it, we can't look like shit. Let's do it. I won't skip on my daughter's wedding. Yeah, we won't have to pay for now, but all of a sudden I'm gonna have a 50 gold loan and it's gonna suck ass. Save money. That's all I can do. Don't buy much. Your alliance should join forces against Redovia. I hate this dress. Of course you do. I'm overwhelmed by the beauty of my new wife here. I'll enjoy the company, I'm sure. He's drunk. Damn it. Someone help the young prince. It's just nervousness, that's all. No need, I'm up. Like I said, company my wife. Yes, here's to that. Forgive me, Father. I said I should make some kind of speech. I wasn't sure what to say. I hope I didn't offend you. You look... Well, that's a big dress. Please make some effort to give him a chance. At least you'll be safe, and that's what matters most. Your Grace, men from Redovia. Did manage to clear those posts. I hope this is nothing serious. They kidnapped the blacksmith's children. I'll have my general check this out as soon as I have time. I will be on my way. Oof. About the Redovius. This seals the deal. You get the army, I get full access to the archives. I wasn't sure if you would honor our bargain. I'm a man of my word. Well, I suppose you are. And the party went on. Everyone was busy eating fancy food, drinking the finest wine. The band was first class, too. I stirred up every pot and even every kitchen. Don't worry, we'll find him. This salad is surprisingly flavorsome. What is this? Look at that dress. I wonder how the young prince will find anything in the midst of that. These snails are extremely undercooked. Oh boy, I know what happened. Not part of the menu. Smudge! Party went better than anyone expected. Listen, I think I've wasted. I spent enough time with the guests. I really need to get back to the archive, so if you don't mind, I'll take my leave. Oh, yes, your grace. Leaving so early? Toast, toast, drink at least one more with us. See, perfect timing, your grace. I'll get some peace after that to the young couple. It's a poisonous drink. Till the ill-fated toast. God damn it, I knew it. Every time there's a, let's have a drink. Send for the doctor. Well, don't stand there. You heard the king. Go, go, go. He's on the ground before anyone had a chance to react. He is not. Is he? Father, your grace. How could you? How could you ever allow this to happen? You have accommodated us in your castle, which we are grateful for, but this is beyond our beliefs. You have failed us as a host and responsible for the events of tonight. It's dead. Well, your only son, you have no choice but to take the burden of the crown upon yourself. Go ahead. I can't believe this. Leave me no choice. As new king, my force orders withhold the armies that my father promised you. And I will not be paying for your agents. You are responsible for the death unless otherwise can be proven upon a royal trail. Until then, never will not receive his support, of course. I had figured it would be too easy. We're taking my father home. No, wait, you can't do that. The vows were said, the marriage still stands. Have courage, my darling. I didn't get poisoned. The other king got poisoned. Hire an agent. Click on the button with their name. You will cost added to the summary. I'm going to pay for Stan. The other king that we had to deal with got poisoned. So that just took away our army that we had. And that's all I can recall, your grace. Considering how much I drank tonight, quite remarkable I remember anything. See anything suspicious? Anyone wandering off where they shouldn't? And Leanne was staring at Lusulia's dress for a bit, if you ask me, but nothing else, I'm afraid. And we are glad your daughter has been found safe and well. I think you examined all the guests, your grace. And we haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Those soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince them to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison must have planned out the smallest detail. We'll have to, if you find any leads, do let me know, your grace. Wasn't my favorite person, but you'd have to be very good reason to murder him. We must not lose focus our main goal, however. Redovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we should not rely on him. We need to seek help from other lords. As for the army, we need to reach out to neighboring lords and make allies. You're still here. Speaking of allies, treaties, etc. I have an empty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra golden supplies to aid you. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? You didn't want something in return, I presume. There's Blurs from Pedal, your grace. He stopped delivering spices to my associate in Branca. Remember, caraway, whatever, food is bland as hell without these. Persuade Lars to renew the deliveries and my men will aid you. Let's see what can be done. On to check, maybe we can find a piece of gold or two. We don't know when Redovia will show up, but we need to start preparing our battle as soon as possible. I made a note that we could do a weekly summary. We should be able to deny payment to our agents. Can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save a coin. Maintaining our army will also cost us supplies. It will only get more difficult from here on. Oh, and here are our petitioners. Perhaps the server will shine some light on the case. Boy. We have arrived at Tana, and there's nothing like this. The vast streets expanded endlessly. It seems it would love to get lost here. Celia would love to get lost here. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Then it would have made your ears fall off with her questions if she saw the landscapes here. The cliffs and rocks span across the whole thing. It all makes you feel very small. On top of all these rocks, there lies Hagos. Hagos? Like a nest, looking over everything. I understand why they used the griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug mother for me. Tana can be very pretty, also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught in the world windstorms. To reply to her and tell her it's good to hear. Maybe the girls had some questions. Let me know when you're ready to write that letter. To prepare for battle, you need to make alliances with the lords. Some lords will provide extra gold or supplies in additions to their army. Lord offer show. Okay. Well, I guess we'll start with Lurs. Send agents to explore locations. Simply select the location, the magnifying glass, so I can have them check out stuff. Need more generals, damn it. North Post was crawling with the Northern Scouts. We managed to dispatch most of them. Hey, hey. We meet again, Your Grace. A shame what happened to the king, but we still review business. As discussed, we have covered the cost of the dress. Everything will be arranged, or we'll have to pay 10 gold weekly. First loan is on us, so there's no additional fees. Yep. Hey, I just fucking gonna lose gold. You called for me, Your Grace? Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing foods and drinks like I was told. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I swear I did nothing by the gods. Please don't punish me. I swear I didn't know these drinks were poison. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know. Who hired this servant? I'm crying. Tell me something useful. Has anyone suspicious around the castle? No, Your Grace. I see no one. Please. Let me go. I promise I won't do anything, but the dungeon guard might know something. He has mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else. Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he's too dumb to find his way back home. You think you can help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. I can't help with that. I guess there's one less mouth to feed, although I'll miss his ugly face. Not worth me doing. Let's check out, Wolamy. I gotta go and check everybody else. I hate that you had to see that. Yeah, the wedding didn't really go as planned, did it? No. What happened was terrible. The wedding was fairly well until then, although her dress was quite embarrassing. I can't believe you chose that one. I'd never let you choose my dress. I tried my best to choose something good. I thought she'd like it. Others seemed to love it. Yeah, I really shouldn't listen to Mom too often, I guess, the wife. Your sister arrived safely. She said she would love it. She loves it there. Or you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave this castle. You would be able to leave the castle if you behaved better. When you write to her, can you ask her about Ivo, what he is like? I can't imagine having to leave here and live with some strange man. If there's any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. We haven't even started writing the letter, but if there's free space on the letter, you know, we'll figure something out. I'm about to reply to something to her. You know what you want to say? Oh, yes. Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother, let me. Oh, no. Tell her Celia read her diary. No, that's not right. I am very limited space. If I can say one thing? Yes. So, this is a big decision. I'll come to you later when I think something good enough. Fine, don't worry about it too much. You'll write more letters, but the first one's the most important. Well, come to me whenever you're ready. Did you enjoy that murder at the wedding? Wasn't that good times? I can't believe he was poisoned. It could have been me. You think Lusulia will be all right? Ivo seemed very upset. I bet it was Ivo the whole time. I'm sure she'll be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we'll renew our treaty with Ivo. How could something terrible... Who could have done something so terrible? Must have been one of the guests. We've been gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we'll call the royal trial. Our daughter has arrived safely. I'm quite jealous of her. It's such a beautiful place. Her castle is much better than ours, too. I hope she'll learn her way around soon. When you write to her, tell her I'm sending her my best wishes to both of them. Ask how she's dealing with all these new things and what she's been doing without her sisters. Of course, I don't want her a full-length book, but I'll see what I can do. I'll make space on the letter. How can I help you? Tell me what happened during the night of the wedding. The servants said you saw someone? Saw someone? No, but I have found this. Some kind of tooth, I think. How'd you obtain this item? I was guarding the prisoners, Your Grace. I might have had a drink or two with the other guards, and it was time to celebrate. After all, I never left the dungeon, of course, until the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of all the cellars, yes. A little unsteady, but there's where I found the tooth. In the wine cellar, Grace. I didn't see anyone go in there, though. Well, they probably crept in while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I really didn't mean anything bad to happen. I think the king would come down. It would have been very much in your interest the deal doesn't go through. How could I have done anything behind these bars? I've got to say, whoever killed your king has put you in a difficult spot. You don't say. I'm not going to sit here and let you out. You're probably behind it. Random guy. I found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind this. What have you found? The tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near here. A guard found this in the wine cellar. It could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter. See if we can tell you where this tooth came from. We don't have any hunters in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put out a word to look for one. I don't know if that was his name. I just said Audrey because I just saw an A. My mind skimmed through a name for some reason. Prepare a table with you the evidence. We have found evidence items will be shown to gather information. Right. Write a letter. Tell her she has forgotten her slippers. Ask her about herself. As she is what she does with her time. Tell her everyone's missing her. I'll write her a letter. We should anticipate a week within a couple of weeks. Alright. The army needs food and supplies to stay maintained ready for battle. The bigger the army, the more the supplies will cost to maintain. Pay the upkeep. Pay button. Okay. A 10 army per week with a training ground. General will be available during battle. 7 additional locations to explore. Per week. I mean, it's a hefty amount of gold to lose. And we're going to lose 10 from a fucking... God damn it. From the, whatchamacallit, from the loan, so I can't even spend it right now. Right. Pay that. I'll have to hold off. The earlier we get that, the better. The earlier we can get that would be better, but with that, our loan being taken out 10 a week because of that fucking dress, I guess is how they said they were going to do it. Not good. Grace, a nobleman visiting a local village, has problems with folks stealing his goods from him. He asked to find those responsible. The search wasn't hard, and I brought them back to justice. The nobleman was very grateful, and he paid with this gold. Oh, I got a little bit of gold back. You've called for me, Your Grace? I heard about spices. I've heard that you've been stopped supplying Braca with some resources. Spices, I believe. This makes you spoke to him. He traded my spices with fucking process to get fortune dabs. Something called Dipu Dabu. Most is commonly known as the Oracle Dust. I've heard about Radovia. I could help. Well, the dress costed me the loan. That's why. Because it was like, the dress didn't cost any money. It was the fanciest one. And so it made me take a 50 gold loan. And then I think when they came back, it said it was no additional costs. So I have to pay like 10 a week or something. I don't know when or how the money is taken out. I think each week it'll just start being drained out of me. I assume when I look at my costs. It's a medicinal, it has medicinal uses, of course, but also recreational, highly addictive, particularly popular amongst the priests that are like something about spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people lives. I want no part in this. Shame I'm losing sales, though. That's far away. Your Grace, I urge you to help me, well, and its plans. Do not buy any oracle dust, and if you hear about anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in the dungeons. If anything suspicious happens, make sure I'm the first to know. If you do the right thing here, be sure to send my, I'll send my army to help you. 200 soldiers and 6 supplies. Selling dust near that Kasaki. First step in the right direction would stop the deliveries. There's no place for dust in Denver. I found this in the wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? It looks like a healthy animal, no holes or chips. I'm not sure what animal could have come from. I'm not much of an expert on beasts. This guy. Sorry, what I said last time, Grace. I cannot think straight since I think is someone is after me. But how can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue. But you did it. How can I help you if you don't tell me what's happening? Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone come after you. I saw a man. No, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Grace. What if that person is listening? Don't waste my time if you can't come up with a way for me to help you. Come here again. I hate that Lorsulia is gone already. She looked very pretty in her dress. She really looked beautiful in any dress. I miss her already. When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? Of course you can. Sent a letter and that she's fine. Have you already replied to her? Have you asked about Dusty? I haven't asked her about Dusty yet. Can you please? Yeah, I'll ask about the cat. Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he alive even? Yes, I'll ask about the cat. Well, you promised to practice sword fighting with me, remember? Maybe we could try again later, please? Of course, I'll see you in the gardens once I'm done here. Your Grace, men with monsters and their banners come ravaging our village. They set our barn on fire. There wasn't long before the flames spread to our buildings. The village is still burning. Most of the supplies have been lost. Lose a general for 2 weeks or lose supplies. I take them. Or just don't do it. But if it's the beast, it might be those guys. I can't spare the general right now. So we can call some favors here and there. I can't because I'm going to use him. I'm going to send my general to Kasky. You, though, will probably offend an Indian who will not join our banner. Yeah, well, that guy is trying to deal drugs. I'm not that fucked up yet. How was your practice? Are you ready? Hey, that was good. She's gonna kill me. You heard about Sadani? What happened? I told her she should find a pet that could actually do something besides being disgusting. She's been leaving bait in the garden since then. I don't think it's been showing up, so I took one of the stuffed skunks from the hall and put it behind the bush. In the evening, I told her something took her bait. When she saw a huge skunk half her size, she panicked. Grabbed my sword. She could barely lift it. It was hilarious. She kept hitting that poor skunk. It wouldn't budge. You wouldn't hurt an animal. Mother heard her scream. She came and ruined everything. Then he actually cried when she found out the thing was stuffed. Come on, Father. You have to admit this is funny. Only a little bit. I can't believe she would attack a skunk. You think she can fight because she keeps seeing you running around with your sword? I know, she keeps pestering me to fight her. You should end it here. I better. Oh God! Don't swing that thing. Not like a Sims character talking. Harudadu. Asalia told me what happened. I just got scared. I didn't know what else to do. It was dark out there and the eyes were shiny. I was worried she'd get mad at me for bringing monsters to the castle, so I took her sword. I'm sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, Father. I hope you forgive me. It was an old stuffed skunk. I was going to get rid of it anyway. You were very brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again. Fucking family, man. Right, I can still invite a lord. I can fight the banker. I don't know if there's anything I can do with Ada. Like, if they already are on my side, there's not much I can do. No, just invite banker and be like, hey, come here. Man, for a bunch of, can I invite him even though he's dead? To say, man, for a bunch of lords, they have strong armies or decent armies, but they do not have a lot of gold. Bank gold payment lost 10, lost 9 because of general Stan. Pay the army upkeep. Supplies. If I don't need to ask for gold, or if no one asks for gold, I could pay for the training ground so I can keep getting an army built up slowly each week. But then I'll be drained heavily on money, but I'm only making 14 gold a week. Minus the 10, so I'd only get 4 gold, but then also 9 for the thing, so I'd actually be in the negative on that, because I'm losing out. So, unless there's like a week I don't want Stan. So for the time being, I guess I just gotta stick with it without that. Just hope I could convince other people to join my army. Grace, the situation got pretty hot. It wasn't possible to avoid bloodshed. Nonetheless, we have secured Lord Ian's dust wares. Your Grace, I hear you all fight with the beast face. We're preparing the battle with Rendovia. You heard well. The name's Via Lit. Oh, fuck it. My elders have fought with the beast many years before. I heard about some Rendovian dog here to your castle. They say you keep him in the dungeon. How to help you with these nasty beasts? I'll give men and resources, 3 gold, 150 army in exchange for the red dog. No dog, no army. I can't make it simpler. Why do you need him? I'll teach him a lesson is all. I reckon we should make an example out of him. Show his dog brothers what happens when those step a little too far. I'll keep him at bay. Now, I feel like somebody else is going to want him, or they're going to be that, but you know what? I'm desperate. It's my first time. We can always, do another playthrough where I choose differently. I like the cut of your jib. He's all yours. Oh, one more thing, Your Grace. My deal is off the table if you ever help any of these dogs. Right, don't help any of them. Ooh, that's one bit of a tooth. It's beautiful. It's all I can tell you, Grace. I'm not much help. All right, well, thought I would at least ask. The new pet you're hiding there, Pumpkin? Yes, Grace, may I introduce you to the Stabber. Oh, no. The Hedgehog. Fine, keep the Stabber. Very well, keep it close, but don't lose him, and don't stab yourself. It's not the Stabber. It's the Stabber. The Stabber's on a mission. He's about to stab someone. They shall be occupied? I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. These scum are fiercer than any others. They have killed. They've been casualties. They've killed an entire family. We're counting on your help. We should keep an eye on these bandits and make sure Rodovians aren't creating further posts. If they are locals, we should show them that there's no place for such behavior. All right, my general will go out for 2 weeks. Yep. When you make an alliance, your ally will turn green, but when you upset some lords, the name will appear red. That usually means you cannot ally with them anymore. Well, right now, we're okay. I will have to call for lures, because I did acquire that thing he wanted. I found this animal tooth, but I don't know how it's going to end up in the castle. I prepared the table for you in the council chamber when you expect some items. We should invite and question the lords. Who knows, maybe we'll be able to learn something from them. Remember, they might not always tell you the truth, Your Grace, and while you're inviting them, we should try to form an alliance, too. They may lie to you, but you should, you know, try to be friends with them, too. Question suspects. Seek expert. Good. I'll get right on that. Alright, we don't have to pay for Stan because he's out. In case things go a little awry. Upkeep's getting a little more expensive because we just had to pay for more. Well, we got more soldiers. My husband, King Ivo, is very good to me. He has done everything to make me feel at home. I spend most of my days reading books and learning about Itana, or I don't know what you call it. King wishes me to grow familiar with their traditions. We start each day with a prayer followed by a rich, lavish breakfast. Later, I learned more about the history and its geography. Last week, I met Paloma, the king's mother. She's poorly, but King Ivo says he will continue his father's quest until he finds a cure for her illness. Right. Ivo certainly wants his wife to understand their ways. I'm not sure I'd like it. We should ask her about something else. Okay, so I'll write a letter and anticipate in a couple weeks. Called for me. Our progress. Good job. You stopped the trading stand. It's much harder for them to sell dust now. Thank you. Yep. Some suspicions haven't let me know first. Alright, I guess I did the thing, but that wasn't good enough for you. I have to do the other thing. I know it was you. Now everything is clear. I stayed in the woods waiting for 3 weeks, but now I know. You don't know what you're talking about. Sir, this is all that was happening in your head. No one is trying to harm you. You need to calm down. In my head, my door was open and my cat was gone. She wouldn't have left by herself. She's a cat. Of course she would. I feel like you're on the drug. Part of me thinks he's the guy on the drug. What are you doing with that brush? Mother made me sweep all the corridors. Why? Why did you do this? What did you do this time? Nothing. Ask, tell me what you did. Nothing, I swear. Your mother will tell me if you don't. I better start sweeping before she finds me. Your Grace, I hear a wedding was a right feast. I mean, apologies for my impoliteness. My condolences to the king. I'm sure he will be missed. Thank you, I will pass them on. My family has just moved to the capital. We have a house, but our garden isn't big enough. We can barely fit our horses. We'd like a bigger house with a garden and a beautiful front porch. For us simple farmers, there's an expense we can never afford, but for a king, it's probably nothing. It would cost a fraction of what you paid for the wedding dress, Your Grace. 25 gold? You out of your mind? I don't have the gold to waste on your new house. You want it, work for it. The castle needs gold reserves and people in it. You better leave before I have the guards take you out. So you spend that much on a dress your daughter wore once, but you can't help the people with a new house. You could buy half the village just with the gold from that dress. Make sure everyone knows about this. I had to figure that was going to happen. My name is Olivia, Your Grace. I came from the forest. I'm the leader of the cult of the trees in the western woods. I know I am probably not welcome here, but you are my last hope, Your Grace. I have asked all the neighboring villages to help, but they despise my god. In the middle of the forest, we have a sacred oak, and because of all recent rains, the area has been flooded. A stream of water keeps running all over its roots. We have tried to stop the water, but we don't have the appropriate tools. Our people need the trees to pray for Your Grace. Without it, they are depressed and scared. I can't bear to see them helpless. Please help us. You're praying to a tree? Yes, Your Grace, a tree of the god of thunder, a symbol of love and life filled with healing powers. Nothing bad can happen to this tree. I beg you. I don't have a general. You should find something in the market that you can hire. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to help us. I make sure our people know about your good heart. I hope your tree will be alright. I'm gonna help out because I like the nature-loving people. Your Grace, a traveling merchant here. I sell rather exclusive wares if you're interested. Silk, perfumes, books, and decoration wherever the world still desires. Something tells you might be interested in far more delicate merchandise, though. I have a knack for these things, right? Tell me more. Oh, you see, I have something very precious. Satisfaction for the most disillusioned pleasure seekers. Some say it's a perfect cure for when you're particularly inspired. Others say it's purely recreation. I have 1 pack of dust for 14 gold. I just had that guy here. Your place is in my dungeons. I won't allow Oracle dust in Divert. There's nothing wrong with selling a few packs of sugar dust. What other pleasures were you thinking? Oracle dust, I never heard of it. Don't you dare lie to your king. My guards will take care of it. He's trying to sell shit to me. I don't know if it's sugar. It might just been sugar. I don't know, he made it sound so suspicious. Oh, we'll just see what happens. I'll have to invite him back now, after he just was here. Are you sweeping? Get out of here. I can't bear this place. Please let me out. I didn't know your grace disapproves of the dust. I thought it was like any other product or other consumable product. People get sick because of that stuff. Everyone who sells dust will be in prison. We'll stay here until Lord Lur arrives. Well, he talked about it as being the dust, so I think that worked out. Made her sweep the corridors in the castle. That must have been serious. She's behaving worse and worse as she grows up. He convinced one of her servants to practice sword fighting with her. It didn't end well. The servant ended up with a huge cut on his cheek. You shouldn't have let her play with swords. I know I should have, but I feel like if I said no, she'd still do it in secret. We have to pay more attention, especially now Luli is not here. We're broke.